feel weird just sitting here, but nobody's here. At least as far as I can tell, because I did not say I was going live. Nobody may show up. But this will be on my channel anyway, so I just wanted to... Hey, somebody's here. I don't know who it is, but somebody's here. I don't know if anybody else is coming because I did not say I was going live. I've not gone live in a very long time, but I just wanted to talk about something and felt this was the fastest way to do it. So I know one of you are here. Just don't know if anybody else is going to pop in because, like I said, I did not plan this. This is not something I had told you guys was going to happen. So I want to give anyone else who comes like a chance to come in, anybody else who might see it. I know that some people don't get notifications very quickly. Hopefully there will be notifications, but I guess I can get started, and if anybody wants to know, I can kind of do a little bit of a recap. But this morning, I put out a video, a shop with us. Jeff and I went shopping, and I did a grocery haul. And some more people are here. Hi. But I put that video out, and I wanted to have a little talk about it. And some of the reasons why I feel like I am how I am. Why I am, as Noah says, too polite. I think part of it has to do with the way I was taught to be growing up. I was taught to, just be nice because people will be mean to you if you're not nice. And I don't like people to be mean to me because then I get angry, and that can cause issues. I don't like being angry. But I think one reason why I normally don't say anything when something like what happened in the video I put out today, and if you haven't watched it yet, then we went to the grocery store and prices were wrong and things were wrong and they were rude. That's just the short version of it. Well, I was always taught to be nice. I was always taught to have, whether it was a rule like something someone said or if it was just implied. Mostly it was implied that if you're not nice, then people aren't going to be nice. Okay. Well, I was always taught that. So I've always tried to be nice to people, and have found that me being nice to people at times has caused me stress, pain, aggravation, frustration. Okay. And all kinds of things like that. Okay. So whenever I go to a store or anywhere, I try to be as nice as possible. When I go to a restaurant, I try to be as nice as possible because I was always told, if you send your food back, they're going to spit in it, because movies, which people probably did that. People probably still do that. But I was always taught that. And hi, Frida. So that, and if you have paid attention the last few years, all we ever hear is people saying things about someone who does speak up for themselves. They get called names. I'm not going to say those names, but you all know them. There's one for a guy and there's one for a girl, and there's probably more than one for each. But they get called names because maybe they are that person who is just wanting everything to be their way. But maybe they're just somebody like me that was being very nice and not doing anything wrong, and just brought up something that was done wrong to me in a way, which it was done wrong to me because the thing's rung up wrong, right? Okay. So that is a wrong towards me. Well, if I say something now, there's this stigma, I guess is the word. I don't know if that's the word or not, but there's this thing attached to it that if I say the wrong thing, they're going to label me as that, and I'm not that. I just want what's owed to me. I don't want everything given to me. I don't want everyone to bow to me, but I do want what I'm supposed to have. And a lot of you in the comments are so fabulous, which all the comments are fabulous that I've had today. But you're like telling me to do it, to stand up for myself and all that stuff. And it's so wonderful. And I really mainly wanted to get on here and tell you I appreciate that so much. And I started to do a short, but I knew I couldn't do that because I talk too much. But I think one of the reasons why that I don't speak up, especially nowadays, is because I don't want to be labeled as that. And every time someone comes near me, that's what they think. And also, everybody has one of these, and I don't want to be recorded and put on the internet as that, because I am pretty sure a lot of those videos we see were justified. Maybe not all of them. I know not all of them. I know that for a fact. But, and some of them were just acting, it wasn't real. But I'm pretty sure some of those people who are shown on videos are justified in how they were reacting to something because there's a backstory. And I don't want someone to pull out their phone and start recording me and put me on any platform when I am not at my best. I have done it myself, and that's okay. I can do it myself. It's fine. But I don't want someone to put me out there as being one of those people when I'm not one of those people. And my own child tells me I'm too polite. Jeff tells me I'm too polite. But Jeff is too. I mean, it's his money too. He saw what was happening. He didn't say anything either. He just wants to get out of the place and wants to be done with it. But as a group, as a whole, as all of us together, we have to stop letting people do that to us and gently remind them that they are in the wrong without, getting crazy and screaming and yelling and all that stuff, because you don't have to. But I did send an email. That video was recorded a week ago and nothing has happened. I'm pretty sure nothing will happen, but my voice is out there. If Ramey's ever does see anything, they'll if they see it, they can choose whether or not they say anything. But I guess I just wanted to do the live stream just to say that that is one of the reasons why I don't speak up. I don't want to be labeled as that person. And, the thing is, now we're in a very small town and we know a lot of people here. Those people know us too. They know we're not like that, but we still don't want to be labeled as that for those that don't know us. Especially since there are a lot of newer people here now that don't know us. And I don't know. It's just that kind of thing where you just don't know what to say or what to do. But what I really want to say now is thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for standing behind me and letting me know that I am correct in the way I feel. And some of you have told me your stories and you had similar situations happen to you. And you told me, different things you did. And some of you have to deal with those types of people in the stores you work in. But what really gets me about this whole situation is it's the front end of the store. It's the part that you first see and the part you last see. That is the part where all of the rude people are that I have encountered. The rest of them in the store, in the bakery or deli, whatever it is, it's both actually, in the meat department, in the produce department, in the aisles, stocking, I have not, hi Pam, I have not encountered one more person in that store that was that way. Nobody else has been rude. None of the customers, none of the people who work there. It's just been the front end. That's what gets me. Why put your rudest people in the front? Why do that? But, I just wanted to come on here and say thank you for sharing your stories with me. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for, I think it's best that you said something because store close because of rudeness and being a small town. That store is needed. Yes, that store is needed for sure. There's only 2 grocery stores in this town. Where I lived before, this is where my husband grew up most of his life. Where we lived before, there was a store everywhere. Like everywhere you went, there was either a Walmart or a grocery store of some sort. They were everywhere. And I know, okay, let's see. I know my sister-in-law, actually, I think 2 of my sister-in-laws, my mother-in-law, so many people told me that store was like that. But I wonder now if they say anything. I like to say to those rude checkout people, I'm sorry, you're having a bad day, cause them to push in pause in astonishment. Yeah, Pam, the thing is, their days, every single one, every time we've gone there, it's been the same way. It's so weird. It's like, okay, I know you don't want to work. If you don't want to work this job, find a different one. If it's just that you don't want to work, I don't know what to say about it, but grow up and act right. It's like, what? But yeah, I just don't understand why they're like that. Because the other grocery store, and the reason why we didn't keep going to the other grocery store, honestly, is because it is smaller. It's a lot smaller than this one that we've been going to. And they just don't have as much. But I'm to the point right now, I just don't care. So, anyway, that store, everybody was nice. Everybody at the first store we went to, which was a Superfoods, um, didn't have one problem out of anybody there. So, which I cannot say that every time we went to Ramey's there was a problem. I cannot say that. But there were too many problems in the short amount of time we've lived here. We've lived here for 2.5 months. And if you go there 6 times and 3 of the times were bad or annoying or anything like that, that's too many. That's half the time you went there. So we've decided that we're not going to completely stop going to that store. What we've decided is we'll go there if we really don't have any other choice. Because if I say I'm not going to go there and then I need something and the other store doesn't have it, but I don't want to go to another town, I don't want to do without. And I'm the type of person that says, I'm not going back. If I say that, I don't go back. There's actually different restaurants that we've gone to, and we've given them many chances, and they just don't change. And we've said things up where we used to live that the last time I went to one of them, I was like, I'm not going back there. There's too many of the same exact restaurant in this town. If we want that, we don't need it, So that I didn't ever go back to those restaurants. And that's just the type of person I am. If I say I'm not going back, I don't go back. Once I'm done, I'm done. And I really hate to not go somewhere because of a few bad seeds. Like you go somewhere and everyone's great except a few. It's like, what do you do? But because of all of the people pulling out cameras nowadays, it hasn't happened to us. If it did, they wouldn't get anything but maybe a nice, so whatever. But because of people pulling out cameras and throwing you on all the different social media sites without context, without knowing the backstory, it's one of those things. People don't stand up for themselves like they should anymore. Not many of them. And I think that's bad. I think that's something we need to change. I think it needs to be where people can stand up for themselves. And as one of you said, it's your money. You wouldn't allow someone in front of you to be cheated out of their money, an older person. This is not the exact words from the comment, but it's similar to that. I wouldn't allow that to happen. I wouldn't allow somebody to be charged double if I saw it. I would have said, "Hey, you accidentally rung up that twice." I would say something if someone else didn't notice, because there's so many people. I mean, we're not on a fixed income, but we do have a budget. Um, and well, from what I understand, a fixed income is like retirement, social security, things like that, disability, stuff like that. That's what I look at fixed income as. You get a certain amount every month, and that's all you get. You don't have any chance to get anything else unless it's a gift or something, from family member. Like my mother is on a fixed income. She gets a certain amount each month. She's got to make that stretch. Now, if my mother was getting charged double for something, I'm not going to let somebody do that. I'm not going to sit there and say nothing at all. I'm going to say something. I'm going to say, "Hey, you did that wrong." And the thing is, when I'm sitting there and I'm being nice, I'm owed that same respect. If I'm being respectful, you respect me. If you don't, I do have anger issues. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't know it. Um, I have fought with them my whole life. And that, I think, is one reason I have become too polite, is because the angry Kathy is not a happy Kathy. So I do try to hold my anger back. I do try to let things go. But yeah, Frida, I thought you guys were, because of situations. I thought y'all were on a fixed income. But you know, I try to hold back certain things, because if I don't, I might go over, if that makes sense. So I guess I what I did instead is I came home and I spoke my piece with my fingers. I typed it out. And it was a pretty long email. Who knows if they ever saw it? But I told them the whole story of what happened. And I don't know what'll ever happen. And honestly, at this point, I'm okay if nothing ever happens. I was not wanting anything from it. I was not wanting a refund. I was not wanting any kind of rebates or anything like that. I just wanted them to know they need to retrain some people. I think I hear the puppies. But oh goodness, I can't pause like I normally would when I'm recording because I'm live. It's weird being live. Here they come. Calm down. What are you doing? They sound like horses. Oh, you don't have a shirt on. Here, I'll let them out. I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all just gonna have to look at my table or my chair or something. I gotta go let them out because he's got no shirt on. All right, girls, let's go. Come on. They're out. Okay. Definitely was not planning on doing a live today. Had not planned on doing a live at all. I have been thinking about it, but I don't know, like, if I'm just going to pop on every once in a while or what. But yeah, the reason why I even came on today was because, one, I wanted to thank you guys for the lovely comments, for all the nice things you've said, and for encouraging me to stick up for myself and to not be so polite. And to let you know I'm okay with, I mean, I'm not okay with the way that they acted, but I am going to start being more like you guys and encourage other people. Like, if my sister says something again to me about the rudeness, I'm going to tell her, email corporate. Say something. Don't just let them steal from you. Don't just let them be rude to you. Because when I first started my very first job out in public, I was 15, and one of the first things I was told was always be respectful to the customer because I was a waitress. And it was always be respectful, even if the customer's wrong, be respectful. And what I was told to do is when the customer's wrong, you come to a manager and you tell that customer, can you hold on a minute? Or ask them, can you hold on a minute? Let me go talk to my manager. And, they would come and solve the situation. I was always told that. And I was not being any kind of way when I said, hey, this price is wrong. And what really gets me is that the garlic, I didn't pay attention to the price because I was so busy with trying to get through all her being rude. Hi, Mary. That I didn't see it until we'd already left. And it was just too late. And well, no, really, it wasn't too late. I could have gone back in. But I knew at that point, if I had gone back into that store, I would have said something that I shouldn't have said, or maybe not something I shouldn't have said, but I needed time to cool down, I guess is what you could say. Because as I said, I used to have terrible anger issues. I mean, I was just a very angry, in my 20s and younger, I was just an angry girl. So angry. And sounds like she does that a lot. Hi, Sarah. So it's like if I'm that way, if I know that I've had anger issues in the past, I don't want to do anything that's going to trigger them, if that makes sense. So I try to cool down, calm down, and be okay. Because I've learned lots of ways to try to do that. But I really just came on to say thank you for encouraging me. I probably would not have sent the email if it had not been for some of you. And you guys have given me advice and encouragement so many different times and helped me to see that sometimes things can be different if we speak up. Sometimes things can be different if we do things differently. And if we don't start speaking up for ourselves, things are just going to get worse because this world is getting worse. We already know that. The alarm at the other house is going off. Y'all don't know all the different things that happen whenever I'm filming that y'all don't ever see. I have so many distractions. So if I start doing lives, you're going to see, you're going to hear things like, I don't know if y'all can actually hear that. You're going to hear things like that. The dogs are going to be going wild sometimes. There's going to be a lot of distractions. And I'm very easily distracted anyway. But I guess I've been on here for like 20 minutes, almost 25 minutes. I really need to get to my other stuff. I need to film a video for today because I don't have one filmed. And if you guys, while you're here, if you don't know, I film, like today is Friday. You will see whatever I do today next Friday. I filmed a week before it actually happens. So I don't know if everybody knows that. I know I've said it in some videos, but I don't think everybody's seen those because everybody doesn't watch every video. But I'm so grateful for the ones you do watch. I'm grateful for all of you. And honestly, I've gained a lot of friends by doing YouTube. It's wonderful. I also never did a live stream on this laptop and was not sure how it was going to do, but now I know it does pretty good. So I may start doing some little pop in live stream chats or something when there's something I want to talk about that I don't want to wait for a video, because there have been times that has happened. But I guess I'll see y'all later. I hope you are all doing great today, and I hope you have a great weekend. And I don't even know how to end this. I don't know if I should say what I always say or if I should say bye. I don't know really. But I'll see y'all later. I do watch every video. Just don't comment all the time. Love your videos. Have a good weekend. Sarah, I watch so many different ladies and I watch them on my TV. And you can't comment if you're watching on your Roku or something. So I completely understand. I'm just grateful you're here. You don't have to comment for me to, I don't know who's here if they don't comment, but there's a bird flying out there and it's huge and it's distracting me. But I don't know who all's here, if you don't comment, but that's okay too because I know you're here. But I'll see y'all later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit today. And I'll see y'all. Bye.